Alright guys, Immortal George here, back with the series Buy Now, Later, or Never. And this is Mindustry. It came out back in 2019, at least on the Steam version. I think it might be a bit older than that, from itch.io. I'm not quite sure, I did not look into that part. On Steam, it goes for $6, but on itch.io, it is the model of pay what you want. So if you want to get it for free, you could. The only main difference is Steam has the Steam Workshop available for it, so you can get what content other people make for it quite easily. And then, of course, it also is on mobile devices for free as well. So it's just the Steam version that has the price tag for it. But, you get things like achievements in the workshop built into it and the multiplayer through the Steam servers. I mean, I do feel it is worth the $6, at least for what you get. But let's just go ahead and show off some of the settings in the game real quick. You just have your regular game settings here. You can have your player limitation for multiplayer. Your graphical settings. You can pause the screen if you need to look at those. The sound settings, very simple. Bunch of language settings. And then the control scheme for the game, which I have not used a lot of these controls. For example, I never knew you could boost your ship speed. I don't know what control unit does. Let's see, what else do we have in here? I did not realize you could rotate existing structures by hitting R, or that you could scroll wheel to rotate structures. Never knew any of these things. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that I had no idea you could do. And my favorite part of this is the game data. You can clear all game data, which includes hotkeys and everything like that. You can clear just your saves out if you want to. You can clear your research tree if you want to. And you can clear your campaign saves. So now I have no save data at all. And then if you want to import someone else's data, you could, I believe. Well, we're going to go ahead and just jump right into the game here, because that's what we all came here for, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and hit play. We're just going to do a campaign. And then here is the world you start off on. Now, as far as I know, there's just one world in the game currently. And as you can see, the progression, you start on ground zero, you go to Frozen Forest. Now, I don't know if there's more worlds. I've only ever gotten to the 3rd level, because I mean, I've owned the game since 2019. I just haven't played it since until last night. Don't judge me. But I do know he is working on a big expansion with a new planet, because that's what he said in the Steam news. So, now we have the timer. It is a tower defense styled resource management game. So when you start the match out, we'll build some stuff here first, build some drills, and then I'll explain it once I get my defenses up and going. All right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and start to set up defenses right here. So the enemy. Now, I don't believe there's a pause function on the Steam version, but in the mobile version of the game, there actually is a pause menu to allow you to build stuff like defenses because, well, it's just a lot harder to control on a mobile device. Like, I have kind of bigger thumbs since I do physical labor for my day job, and it's really hard for me to be fine pressing on a phone with my thumbs. But anyways, so normally you can come over here, you can click if you want to, or you notice it says 1-1, it means double tap the 1 key. Or if you want to do a conveyor, you do 3 and then 1 right away, so it'd be 3-1, just like that. But if you do 3 space 1, it goes back to this. So you have to be aware that it is a bit slower if you try to, if you're just slow at pressing buttons. So we're going to put some defenses here. Now, this is going to be a bit wonky. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. And all I'm doing is just left clicking and then dragging to where I want to go. And as you see, the scroll button does do the entire thing. So if you mess up, you can just scroll wheel. Okay. Okay, so now we have 200 and... Oh, I forgot you can pause this way to do this kind of thing. So never mind, I lied. You can pause. Jeez, it's only, what, 6 minutes into the video? I'm already a liar? Dang. Well, anyways, you can hit spacebar to pause, and then you can build stuff during the spacebar. And then when you hit space again, it'll build everything automatically. To get rid of structures, you right-click, make a just drag selection box, and it'll get rid of anything in that's red. All right, so now let's figure out how to do the research in the game. As we saw in my core here, if you click on it, you see we have 295 copper, which also appears up here when we're not in the pause menu. So if we go down to our research, which I think also comes up with B, yes. Here's our research tree. Now it doesn't look like there's a whole lot in here currently. It's because when you unlock something, it'll make new things appear. So for example, right now we want copper wall because we have no way to defend our turrets from being attacked by the enemy. So let's go ahead and grab the copper wall. And there we go, new content unlocked. And it unlocked a new thing you can research, large copper wall, which takes 700 copper to research. So now we can come in here if we want to. We can stay in the pause menu. And we could build some copper walls, just like this. And then we just hit space. And now we watch our character go to town. And it does remember the order in which you placed it, I believe. And it will try to build in that order. Now, the only downside is if you're out of resources and you have a ton of stuff being built, it'll try to piecemeal everything to get kind of the base of it done. And then it'll go back through and try to build them all, except this one for some reason. Alright, then while that's building... Now you're going to notice me click down here a lot instead of just doing like the faster way. I'm a clicker. I like to click. That's all I can say about that. Okay, now the enemy is coming, and you can scroll out really far in this game. And there you go, first enemy dead. Now, though that was an infantry, I assume, a little guy walking, and he can't shoot over these walls, but he can fire over these walls right here, so you do have to be careful of that. So I'm just going to make it look nice. Don't mind me. You don't need to do this. I just like how it looks. Now, as it stands currently, we can't repair health of stuff because we haven't unlocked that technology, but do know that is a thing you can do. All right, so we're all well and defended here, and now the wave's going to keep progressing. We don't have to worry about it. Now, you can't enter this zone because annihilation is imminent. So if we go into the zone, it should kill us. Maybe. No, I guess it just doesn't let you go forward. Okay. I thought it would blow me up. Nope. Okay. So sometimes there's stuff on the ground from, say, quote unquote, your predecessor. And all you have to do is you come in and you right click it to get rid of it. Now this is scrap. It's a different research material. So if we go to B, notice one of these things might say like produce, here we go, produce scrap, just like that. So these do tell you what you need to unlock the research to be able to research it. So first you must discover it, and then you can research it by spending resources. And I do like the way he puts like the little inverted square. Or tilted square, I should say. Alright. So now we're going to focus on getting more copper, because right now the max of stuff we can hold is 4,000 of every resource. I believe this capacity, when you get like 5 kinds of resources, it'll fill up completely. I'm not quite sure. I think the most resources I've done is 5, and I think it was almost full. But I'm not quite sure on that aspect, because like I said, I've only done up to the start of the 3rd mission. So let's see, what should we do? And you can bring up a map by hitting M. It brings up this map. And then N brings up the world map. So we can take a look here, see what we got. So you can notice this section right here is lead. This section right here is scrap. This should be copper, copper, copper. And I don't know what this stuff is. I don't think it's anything yet, but I have no idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some lead started. And this should be enough to get us started on lead. Just gonna delete some of this stuff here. And I think you get resources for destroying some of the other stuff. I'm not quite sure though. We don't need this anymore, because we are well defended. There we go. That's not what I wanted. There we go. That's what I wanted. I like how far you can scroll out. It's nice. Now we can see some of our walls are damaged, but we don't care because we have a 2nd layer defense. Let's get some more lead over here. Work. Like that. And something like, I don't know, that. Hopefully that's not overloading that, but we'll find out. Alright, let's head on down. I think I can move this far over, I want to say. And then we just drop it all the way down here like this. There we go, just like that. And if these get too broken up, I can just combine them into one later. But we'll worry about that later. Okay, I think I wanted to get some scrap next. How's the defenses holding up? Lost a few. We can delete some of these wall segments, delete this wall segment, and then build some more wall segments. Now, you don't have to click what I'm doing down here. You can middle mouse click something, and it copies that structure. And if you want to copy a whole set of structures, you hold F, and now you can build a fast schematic of it just like that. So remember, F makes the drag select box, and then middle mouse click copies anything you're currently on top of. Something I need to remember to do more often. Alright, so let's get some of this scrap here. See, new content unlocked once you start drilling scrap. I don't think these will pull much. I should be fine to just pump them all into one thing here. Oops. That's fine. Now, unfortunately, you can't do like something like this. It only goes in a straight line. But that's okay. That is acceptable. Alright, now we're going to start getting some scrap in there. Let's go ahead and get the rest of this scrap right here. Okay, that should be all of them. Just like that. Whatever. Let's get the max out of it. We're not here for efficiency. We're here to build. You don't need to destroy these like I do. I just like to. Occasionally, you'll get some of these flying units. Those guys were actual ships that do fly. Okay, let me just change one thing real quick. Just turn the SFX down slightly. Now, in our research, we can get the large copper wall for 700. So you notice our resources, when we click it, it dropped down to 2,000. So now, we should just be able to delete the ones ahead of this right here. And you saw I clicked off those red ones. You can just left click the red off. Now, you can make the waves come faster by clicking this button right here that I'm mousing over. So if I said, hey, you know what? We're ready to fight it. Boom. The enemies have spawned. Now, the benefit of these things right here, if we click on it in here, and then we click this little question mark, we notice it has health of 1280, size 2x2. And if we click on the small one and click the question mark, you can read more about it. Health 320, 1x1. So the big wall is just as much health as all the other ones combined. It's just in one block. And you can do the same thing with the turret. Let's learn a little bit more about the turret here. So it fires alternating bullets at enemies, 250 health, has a liquid capacity, has a range, has an inaccuracy, shots per second, targets air, targets ground, ammo, copper, 9 damage, 2 times ammo multiplier, graphite, 18 damage, 4 times ammo multiplier, pyrite, 11 damage, 2 times ammo multiplier, burning, and silicon, 12 damage, 5 times ammo multiplier, 1.5 fire rate, and homing. And then optional enhancements. So as you can see, this game gets pretty in detail with the aspects later on. Now, we can't make any of that stuff yet, so we're going to ignore it. I do this, I should be able to get the max out of it, right? Like that, that, and that. Oops, go this way. Okay, so that should be able to get the max out of this. Let me drag this all the way down here, and we'll see if this impacts this too heavily at all. If it does, we can always just rebuild it. Alright. Now we're pretty much maxing out on copper right now. Check out our health. It did break through. Yeah, we'll build a few more big boys. And you saw it does have a bit of smart targeting or smart placing for stuff. If you delete something and then place something on top of it, it'll take that as a fact that it's going to be gone. Okie dokie. So that should do that. And then we'll just want to come up here and just do this. Now, we don't really need to. It's the last wave. I'm kind of just wasting resources. But our factory down there, or our core, whatever you want to call it, can only hold 4,000 resources of a given type. You cannot go past that amount. It will just burn any resource that is over that amount. Okay, so we are pretty much capped out on it. So like I said, we don't need to set this up, but hey, you know, I got some time to burn, so we'll go ahead and get it set up. How about that, yeah? Yep, seems good to me. Sector captured. So, once you get a sector captured, enemies will no longer spawn in this map. So you are free to build as your heart desires if you still need to capture anything. Didn't even have to use all of them. Yeah, this one did end up capping itself, but we can fix that. We have some new research we can go look at. So now that we have the map cleared, let's look at our research. We can build a router, distributes input items to 3 output directions equally. So let's go ahead and use that here. Actually, let's do a bit more research. Bridge conveyor, transport items over terrain or buildings. Sure, we'll learn that. And distributes items to 7 output directions equally. So we'll take a look at that one as well. Then we have a sorter. Yep, get off there. We have a sorter. If an input item matches the selection, it passes forward. Otherwise, the item is outputted to the left and right. And you can actually click this little eye here, and it tells you a bit more detail about it, so you can kind of learn a bit more about it right away before you research it. So let's take a look at that, at some of these other options here. We have a distributor, we have a router, and we have a junction. Now, let's say here that I wanted to go this way, just like that, right? But I don't want it to go on this path right here. Let's say I wanted it to go all the way over here, just like this. There you go. And it'll actually pass through every single one of these without impacting it the slightest, I believe. So you can just pass stuff through just like that. And as you can see the little burn effects, that's because it's incinerating all the extra resources since we can't use them. So then let's take a look at this junction, or no, excuse me, this distributor. So because we have so much copper, we're just going to play around with it right over here. So we'll take the router, we'll slap it there, and now you can just punch it off to ways like this. Now every time stuff comes in, it'll spit it out this direction, and well, I can't really show it right here since I put it right next to the wall. But we can do it again. So let's do a router. So it works just like that. Easy peasy. So now let's look at a distributor. This is a big boy block. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paths it can go through. So now it'll work just like that. And it doesn't matter which side is the input or which side is the output. Now, I don't know if you can put 2 different things into one of these. I believe you can. So it should work the way I think it works. So if we just put one of these here, whoops, if I can click, put one of these here, take one of these, put this here, and then do this, and then let's do like one of these. Okay, so it actually will split them off accordingly, as long as there's free space. It should do it pretty equally. Alright, so now you've seen the distributor, this big mamba jamba, and the router, and now bridge conveyor. Let's take a look at the bridge conveyor. So let's say that for some reason this path here was blocked off. So we have no path here. So now you just come down here like this, click, and just drag through, and now it should snap to make a bridge conveyor. It puts a bridge just like that, and passes them straight through the terrain. Now the nice thing about this, we don't need any of these defenses up here anymore because, well, we completed it. But let's say we had another defensive line up here, just like this. So now we can use those bridge conveyors. Yeah, it should do it automatically just like that. And let's just say we had 2 more turrets up here. Now, this is kind of close, but hey, we don't care about that, right? Let's see, router, and then router. So now if we look at the ammo count, we notice the ammo is going up. So there you go. You can build defensive line after defensive line after defensive line instead of just relying on one block itself. You can have multiple lines if you're that paranoid for a map. So let's go ahead and jump into the next map since we have maxed our resources. Or should we do some, let's just finish off our research while we're here. So we can get a sorter. I've never used a sorter yet. We have an overflow gate. Only outputs items to the left and right if the front path is blocked. So if it stops in the front path, it'll then go to the side path. So it's nice if you have something that doesn't need a whole lot of resources, but you don't want to dedicate a lot of resources to it. The inverted sorter, similar to a standard sorter, but outputs selected items to the sides instead. And then underflow gate, opposite of an overflow gate, outputs to the front if the left and right paths are blocked. And then we have a scatter, fires clumps of lead, scrap, or metaglass flak at enemy aircraft. So you saw those really, really fast ones that flew over the screen? Those are aircraft. Everything else is infantry, so do be aware of that. And that's all the research we can do right now. And we wasted a lot of our copper. And I think you need 1,000 to go to the next planet. Or not next planet, excuse me, next location. All right. Just gonna do these real quick. All boulders must die. Okay. So let's go to the next planet, so you can see how that's done. We're gonna go to planet map here. And now we're gonna go to Frozen Forest. As you see, when we went into the map view, it showed us the location of Frozen Forest. So let's go there. So we can click launch. I don't know what this icon map is. No idea. And you notice we have some numbers here. If we go to resources, we click max. This is how many copper we had left over from the previous map. This is how much scrap we had left over, and this is how much lead we have left over. So if we click back, now you notice we have all these plus symbols. So when we launch it, and our core slams down, we now have those extra items immediately. So now you don't have to wait for stuff to be built. It'll just start. Because this map, I actually lost a few times because, you know, I'm not that good at the game. That's okay. So you go out and you scout, and you try to determine where the enemy will come from. And we notice the enemy's coming from over here. Last time I played, they came from right here. So then we go over here and we take a look at what they have for a base. Since they have this one little itty-bitty path right here, we're going to try to set up some defenses right there. So let's go ahead and pause and plan out our moves accordingly. Now, if you're someone that doesn't like to pause, you can just leave the timer running. You have 4 minutes. That's plenty of time to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, that's everything we need there. And we'll do a 2-way attack. So we'll lead them right here, and then we can do 2 ways to attack them. That's way more than I need, but hey, who cares, right? So let's see, it goes up to this point right here. So this should be right here, I believe. No, back here maybe. Like this. Yep, that looks good to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, 7. Equal 7s on both sides. Nice. Then we'll put up some copper walls. Put some copper walls. More copper walls, more copper walls. More copper walls, and more copper walls. We're going to make sure we're well defended. And then we'll let that get started while we're doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it this way. We'll come up this way, like this. And then we'll make this a router right here. There we go. So now it's all coming to one point on this. And now this router can go this way. And this one could come this way. All right, we'll let that finish building. And now we want to make our big old distributor, I believe. And how do we want to do this? Probably something like this. And then this distributor is going to copy and paste this because I don't know what the icon looks like yet. Probably something like this. This. No, one more. So this one should come out this way and up to here. This one should go to here, to here, to here, to here, to here, and this one should come out to here. There we go, perfect. And this one should come out this way, just like this. Oh no, I have messed up. Oh well. It's a bit scuffed, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll just make this a router right here. See, we're solving issues. We're getting there. We just have the most scuffed creation in existence. It's fine. 50 seconds till they come. We should be okay on resources almost. We'll pause real quick just to build this. That should connect everything. Yeah, but should be good enough. There's this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Alright, first wave has appeared. I'll do this next. There. Okay, it's good. I think we did that first wave pretty easily. Yes. And now we'll just finish building up this. And then while we're building that, let's take a look at the map. You can actually fly around on the map with the map open. Neat. So we have some copper here, some lead here, some coal, more coal, copper, 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 lead, coal, lead. I'm guessing that's lead. Then lead. Then more lead. Okay, so lots of lead, lots of coal. I think we'll go grab some coal next, because we have plenty of lead from our last mission. And I would like to actually make 2 more of these blocks right here. So that should be... Oh, wait, I don't need these. Never mind. I forgot I had these building. All right, there we go. So we have plenty of defenses here, and that should hold for quite some time. Now let's go grab some coal. Here's some coal. That's a lot of stuff to delete down here. Only for a little bit of lead, so I'm not even sure it's worth it. That's fine. While we're doing that, we can come up here and do this. Yeah, looks good to me. Yep, and while we built that, we disengaged this up here. Nice. New content unlocked. Alright, let's get this stuff back to base. Probably something like this, I guess. Probably a lot of people that watch this that play builder games quite a bit are like, oh my god, what's he doing? Don't judge me. This work? Yeah, that works. Okay, and that can go in just like that. Now we'll see if this backs up. If it backs up too much, we can split it off. Yeah, it looks like it's going to back up a bit too much. So that's fine. We can build a router here on this junction right there. And then we can just pass this through like that. Pass through like this. And then this can come up this way and then just pass into this one. So there you go. See, problem solved. Messy, but it gets the job done. Alright. So now we got some copper, or coal, excuse me. Building up. Check our wall health. Wall health is fine. Alright, let's take a look at our research. I do believe this pauses it. Yeah, it's not going down from a 9. So research does pause it, I believe. And now we have a combustion generator. A graphite press. Compresses coal into graphite. So let's go ahead and learn graphite press. This takes 2.3 thousand to learn and 900 lead. So let's learn it. I believe these resource meter here is from our previous map and our current map. So I want to say our previous map still allows us to do research stuff. I'm not quite sure, but I believe that's how it works. Because our current map only has 400, 1.6, and 4K. And in here, if we see it has 4K, it can't hold more than 4K because we have a capacity of 4K. So if we come in here and click this, we use 2.3 even though we only had 400 because I think it uses it from your last map. Now we have a pyrite mixer, mixes coal, lead, and sand into pyrite. I don't have sand yet. That's map 3, so we can ignore this for now. And we have a silicon smelter, refines silicon from sand and coal. Once again, don't have it. Generates power by burning flammable materials such as coal. We do have that, so let's learn it. Power node. Transmits power to connected nodes. The node will receive power from or supply power to any adjacent blocks. Then we have a mender. Finally, we have a repair block. Periodically repairs blocks in its vicinity. Optionally uses silicon to boost range and efficiency. Sure, let's learn it. And then a battery. Stores power in times of surplus energy, outputs power in times of deficit. Now, you can put these right next to a combustion generator that I saw. I think you can also put power nodes, or put them in range of a power node, and it should be fine too. So click it. And there we go. We basically have all our research except this stuff over here, which is really expensive, so I'm going to hold off on it right now, since I we can't use them anyway. There we go. So now we need to make coal into graphite. So we're going to be using all this for that. So all this that I just made, or should I just do it down with this one? We will come down here and do it like this. And then get the most out of it like that, probably. Yeah. Cut it all. Okay, and then we want to make some graphite presses, which is this building right here. So we take a look at it. Compresses coal into graphite. Item capacity 10 items. Input 2 coal. Production time 1.5 seconds. So now we could do something like put a router here. If I can click the right button, router. Slap that on. Then we can make less mistakes. There we go. And then we can make some of these. Like this, this, and this. And now that will start making graphite. Now, because we split this off here, this shouldn't overfill this too much. If it does, we can always fix it later. Does not matter. Yep, and this seems to be performing pretty well. Not a ton of buildup, so that should be acceptable. Yeah. Okay, it's keeping up just fine. Let's take a look at our defenses. We're doing good. That one's kind of low, but that's fine. I'd like this coal to have a few come up this way. And then the rest I want to send to base. So we'll take this and this. Okay. So these two come up this way. And for some reason you can't scroll when you have a item selected. You can only scroll afterwards. So what's the best way I want to put this? I want to put this like up here, right? Yeah. I want to go this way. Okie dokie. Probably delete. No, that should be fine to keep there. Okay, we'll get rid of this section. And this section. Because I'm slow at building. Okie dokie. If I remember right, these things can take, what was it, pyrite? No, not pyrite. I mean, they can take pyrite, but graphite. You can put graphite in these to get more damage out of them. But for now, I think we have a new turret. No, we don't. Research. Where was that new turret? Oh, here we go. Scorch. Burns any ground enemies close to it. Highly effective at close range. Takes 600 graphite to learn. We don't have the graphite yet. And this mender takes some healing like this. So you probably put one here. Put one here. I can't get one over here, but this should be... It's not quite enough. Darn. I want to put it here, which means we'd have to remove this. So I want to put it like that. And then we want to put a power generator right here. And then we can put a sorter. Okay, and this should start powering this. I don't remember what block I wanted. Here we go. And now we can do a power node. There we go. And now these menders are powered. As you see, they do the little blinky thing, and it goes up by that much health. We could probably build 2 of these. In fact, I think I'll build a few more of these. So I'll do it like... So now it should be twice as much healing. Power output should be fine. We will build a battery right here next to it. And this should start getting powered. Right? I don't know why it's not powering. Must have done something wrong. Or is it just these are taking... minus 11, minus 12. Does this not have enough? I might not have enough gumption. So let's take a combustion generator and slap it here. There we go. Oh, these power nodes actually store power. I didn't know that. Well, now we have enough power going through everything that we shouldn't have to worry about it. But now we do have a scorch soon. We'll need more of this graphite. Here comes the enemies. Now this is the wave that actually killed me last time. I'm wondering if it's just better to have a bunch of these benders. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So how much power draw does this have? We have 180 output. And we're pulling... I have no idea, actually. Because these things aren't draining power right now. "18 power units a second for each one while it's in use." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're pulling like a lot. I think we should be okay though. I think we're pulling like pretty much exactly net zero right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 times 18 is 180, right? Oh, I'm running out of coal, that's why. So we need to... do something like this. And these two can come down this way like this, like that. And then we can make a router here. And then we can make some graphite presses. And then these can all come this way, like this. Well, wasting some material, but it doesn't matter. There we go, good enough. Okay, now we should have enough power output to make all these nice. Yep, excellent. Now, as far as I'm aware, resources are infinite, so you don't have to worry about them running out. It's not like Factorio, where you use up a node and then have to go find another node, because your map is finite. I'd be interested to know in the comments if anybody has seen someone's Factorio world where it's just like completely done. Like they've done everything on it. How long would that even take? Ooh. Okay, what do we have? We have some lead right here. We could probably combine these two because these lead patches aren't that big. Yeah, probably something like that. I was thinking of doing my next video on, well, maybe not next video, but next video on No Man's Sky or something like that, because it's been a while since I played that game, and it's received a lot of updates, and I hope it's gotten better. So I might do a video on that, see how it goes. They did just release that Outlaw update, which makes the space combat supposedly better. So I'm looking forward to that. Because I've tried games like Star Citizen, but I'm not really a big fan of that game. Okay, then we'll put something here. And then we could do something like this. Okay, that should get everything. I didn't need to do it like that. Okay, that should be fine. And probably something like this. That should do it. And then we'll see if this is too overloaded. If it is, we can always just undo what we're doing right now. That should be fine once it passes this stage. Now we're pulling that lead up pretty well. We have plenty of coal coming in. Now we need some copper going in. There's more lead over here. This lead seems to be breaking up a little bit. If there's anything else about the conveyor, can we, like, upgrade this? 4 items a second. Okay, so it does 4 items per second for each conveyor. So these drill speeds is 0.36 seconds at their max currently. That means we could do roughly 3 of them as 1. So then you could have 12 for each single conveyor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so that's why this isn't full. Oh no, he's doing math in a video game. Stop him. Okay, this should be producing. Yeah, it seems this is like okay right here. So this should be fine back here. Yeah, everything seems to be going A-okay. And this one's out of range. That's fine. We could probably put a mender like somewhere up here, but I'm not gonna worry about it. We're almost done. These last few waves, 11, yeah, high regret. Well, we can stay up here and help out. I should have put a Scorch Tower down. How's his health doing? On the plus side, you might find out what happens when you lose. Nope, actually turned out really well. Nice. Now, let's say you want to rebuild something that was destroyed. I don't know exactly how to do it. Can we do something like that? Yeah, I have no idea. Now, not to worry. If you do end up losing... I wish there was a way I could, like, save right now and then just, like, reload the save so I could show you. But, you know what? Let's just go ahead and lose real quick so I can show you what happens. So we'll go ahead and just, copy all of this. Now we can go down here, click Save Schematic, and we'll just call this temp save 1. There we go, plus 180 minus 179.99. Okay. So we saved that schematic. Everything else we'll just have to rebuild and just not worry about it. Because I want to show you what happens when you lose. So we'll just go ahead and delete this. And then I'll just put this in the video as a timestamp of like, hey, you lose here. All right, yeah. So we'll just do this like 1, I don't know, 30. All right, so we're going to let these go past and see what happens when you lose. Now, the enemy typically tries to take the shortest path to your base, but they will also try to take the path of least resistance, and they might also take... Those are suicide guys. Huh, okay. And they might also take what's furthest ahead on the field. Because, for example, when I was doing it earlier and I had them up here... Let's just hit this wave start. When I had them up here, they... Please don't kill these. Kept going around like this way because I had defenses all the way up here instead of like these paths over here that were actually open because I didn't wall them off right away. Okay, they made it past. Excellent. So, look at our setup currently and notice what we have here. Now, if you lose, waves defeated 13, enemies destroyed 56, buildings built, buildings destroyed, buildings deconstructed, playtime we played for 32 minutes on this map. We can click. Now, if you're fast at the game, you can just spam through those waves and be done with the enemy waves right away, just to let you know. But now we go back to Frozen Forest, we click launch again. We have our maxed out resources, just like last time. We click launch. And we slam down. Hey, look at that. We kept most of our stuff. Now, sometimes when you get killed and come back to a map, a lot of your stuff can be destroyed. Like, you know, like say this whole section right here could be blown up, or this whole section could be blown up because you see we lost some of the stuff over here. But now we can come all the way back up here. We have our resources pretty well done. Let's go back and rebuild some of this down here. All right, easy peasy. We've rebuilt most of our base that was destroyed already. Yep, looks good to me. All right, let's go back up top. And now we go down to our schematics here. We click our schematic and just line it up. Left click, and look at that. It's building the structure for us. And then once it's rebuilt, we can just go back to those waves really quick. There we go. That's up and running. Let's go check to see what else they destroyed here. So far, not bad. Not too much was blown up. Yeah, all in all, I'd say it went pretty well. Because sometimes I have come back and like pretty much everything is gone, but it does leave the ghost image of all your buildings. Like as you saw, we had the ghost images going on. So you can rebuild pretty quick usually. There we go. Now the only downside is you do lose your resources that you had. So if you want to gain some more resources before you come back into the map, you can go to your previous map, just sit there for a bit, let it build up, and then jump into the map with all those resources. So if you feel like doing that, like say, you gotta, I don't know, take a bathroom break or something, go ahead and pop that in, sit there for just a moment, and then you can go back to this one. Okay. So let's do some more copper while we're here. We said the magic number was 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 12. There we go, that's 12. And we'll come, how do we want to do this? Probably up this way. Bam, just like that. And we'll probably come like this. And just come up on this. Yep, seems good to me. Alright, now it's coming along swimmingly. We've got plenty of copper coming in. We have some more copper over here, which we can pull over to this side. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Some of these aren't maxed out, though, so that should be okay. Have it come in like that. You'll come this way, like this. Yep, seems good to me. So we want to come probably up this way. Yeah. Let's just come over here like this. Okay, that should work out. Gotta make the most chaotic builder there is. I didn't notice that these bridge conveyors also output to the left and right. Oops. I didn't know that, but that's fine, because it'll just put output to whatever bridge is available, so it does not matter in the slightest. What's going on with this one? Why are you stuck, friend? We'll give you a router. I'll delete these two. We'll just say you come down this way. This. Router. And then we'll just say you can come up like this. Would this make you happy? And we just delete this one. Yeah, I think that's happy now. Okay, that looks happy. We have plenty of lead, so we don't have to worry about lead anymore. This is our coal production. We don't care about lead, don't care about lead, don't care about copper anymore. Well, I could do one more copper mine, but let's just start pumping through these waves. I just like building too much that I forget to do what I came to do. Yeah, whatever. Yep, looks good to me. Where was I going with this? Little frame hiccup there. Oops, too far down. There we go. That should do. I mean, for the most part, like, look how much just random crap we have on the map right now. It's not bad. I mean, this game's like, what, 90 megabytes or something? I don't know, it's a tiny game. Maybe the Steam version is a bit bigger. Yeah, let me pause the video and check that real quick. Give me 1 second. It's 108 point, I don't know if you caught that. It's 108.3 megabytes, so it's not a very big game. And it runs really smooth for being such a small game. I mean, probably runs smooth because it's a small game. Who knows? But anyways, next wave. Okay, so everything's coming along swimmingly. And then while that wave's fighting, hopefully, nothing goes boom boom, because that would be bad. Let's just do more of these. Like that. These can come down here. Come down here, come down here, come down here, like that. Now we got everything, yep. Now let's just cross it this way. We can cross this gap. We don't want to output to that, though, so we'll go like this. That should work out just fine. Then we want to come over here like this, come up this way, pass over this way, and then come down here like that. Which should allow us to put more lead on this path. And then this can come down like this, over like this. And you come over here. Whoops, too far, whatever. Down here. Next. And do this. Yeah, sounds good to me. Bit too much backup on there. That's fine. You know what? Doesn't matter. Because we don't care. We're just going to do it like this. Bam. Aha. Success. Next wave. Okay, we've completely done everything we need to do. Wave 8 and 9 are really difficult. We have plenty of coal on these. So we could probably do a router right here. Delete this. Come up here like this. Oh, we never learned the Scorch. So we'll learn a Scorch, we'll learn an Arc, and then we'll come in here, go to our turrets, and we have Scorch, and we slap it right here. There we go, it's ammoed up. And now let's learn what the Scorch does. Burns any ground enemies close to it, highly effective at close range. And then it can burn coal or pyrite, which we can't make yet. And yeah, that's about it. And let's look at the Arc. Holy cow. That is a massive power drain. 198 units per second. Does 20 damage. And it delivers shocked? I don't know what shocked does. Is there a help menu for shocked? Status effects, burning. Oh, so if we build one... Now will it tell us what it is? Not yet. Maybe we have to actually have it be used to tell us what it does. So let's go ahead and set it up. It should get power now. Does it need liquid to fire, I wonder? No, because these all have a liquid meter too. So we'll see how bad that power drain is. Here's the big boy wave that I was worried about. Wow, that thing's strong. Okay, well, we don't have to worry about anything. And each of these can have a maximum of 10 connections, apparently. So, yeah, we didn't have to worry about a single thing. This arc's pretty nice. That's a big boy wave, too. It should be the last big boy wave. For some reason on this map, like, waves, I think 9 and 10 are it for, like, difficulty. Ooh. Damn, they just cut through them like butter, don't they? Yeah, the battery has no power left in it. Let's make a few more batteries to offset some of the... And then we'll build another combustion generator. Like here. And put a router right here. So we can do this. So we can give these batteries some backup power. Alright, next wave. And this should be, I think, be the last, like, big wave. Because we are pretty much capped out on our resources except for graphite. Man, that's a good setup. I'm lucky I got this side right here. Because, like I said, last time I got this, and I think it blocks you right where I'm standing right now. Let's find out. Yeah, so that's a pretty big... So yeah, it would block it right about where I'm standing right here, and then right over here. But it's a lot harder to block, because you have two paths. Whereas this one, I can completely encircle them with this much stuff. Next wave. And our battery's got plenty of backup power now. Bam, look at that. Next wave. And these guys just go boom. Our ship actually blew up. When you blow up, you just respawn, that's it. So no harm, no foul on the respawn. Next wave. Yep, and then these next waves are just these same two guys repeatedly. I don't know why they're so easy, but hey, I'm not gonna complain, right? Wave. Now, once you're done, once the sector is captured, you don't have to defend it anymore. You can delete all your defenses as far as I'm aware. And last wave. Now, the nice thing about mobile device for this game versus the Steam version is your character actually auto-aims. On PC, you do have to aim. The enemy AI will also predict that you're holding left, and it will shoot to the left. If it predicts you going right, it'll shoot to the right. So you can kind of like juke them like this so they keep going left and right. But yeah, sector capture. So now we don't have to worry anymore about this power connection right here. So now we can focus everything. And we'll just delete this whole section here so it's noticeable. So now we can focus every single resource on the graphite production. Which I think is... it's handling it just fine. Yeah, it's keeping up with the demand pretty handily. Okay. So let's take a look at our research tree real quick. There's nothing else I think we can learn. We can learn pneumatic drill, which will drill faster now. So now let's take a look at the pneumatic drill. So we have our mechanical drill. Indefinitely. Only capable of mining basic resources. Can hold 10 items before it spits it out. It can do sand, dark sand, copper, lead, and scrap. And coal. Drills 0.4 items per second. You can boost it with water. Take a look at our pneumatic drill. It can do 0.6 items per second, so it's 50% more effective. And it can do titanium. So we can come back through if we want to here. Then it takes graphite and copper. And you can just replace all your old drills just by clicking over them, just like that. See? That easy. But we want our coal production to go up. That's actually the only thing I actually care about is coal. Our lead and other resources are plentiful. There we go. Boost this up considerably. Paint by colors. Okay. Okay, that should be a lot quicker now. See if our belts struggle at all. A tiny bit of backup. So let's go ahead and slap a router here. We can make probably 2 more of these. Put another router right here. Come down like this. And then these can join this. There we go. That should be plenty split off. Alright, everything looks in order. Yup. So let's take a look at the pyrotype mixer. Doesn't let you see what the next thing is because we don't have it, and the silicon smelter. So there we go. We have all our technology that we're able to researched. And we still have plenty of resources to go into the next map. So we just go down to our map. And now we can do the craters. So it shows you what the next one is by snapping to it, and then it snaps back to where you currently are. And then Ruinous Shore is after the crater, I think, and then Overgrowth, or maybe it's Overgrowth and Ruinous Shore. I don't know. And then we've got Biomass Synthesis Facility. But the crater. Launch. And we can bring our resources, click max, boom. Then we can bring all of these resources with us immediately. Okay, so let's see. Throw the timestamp here real quick. There we go. All right, and let's start with this last one. And then I haven't done this one yet. I got to this map last night, and I stopped because it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh, crap. Bam. Slam down. Head start. Like maxed out resources, yep. Whatever. All right. I don't need this. Okay, so where's the enemy coming from this time? Not this way. It's coming from this way. Wow, we only have 2 minutes. Good thing we can pause the game and build, right? Okay, so let's pause. And take a look at what we need to do here. So we have some coal on the front line. That's nice. As far as I'm aware, you can actually build in their area and they don't care. Like, your ship can't go into it, but you can build in it just fine. So, yeah, it's like, whatever. I'll go ahead and do it. We have 2 small copper patches, some lead, more copper, and then some scrap. So we can build a scorch right away because we have this right here. So I think I want to do something like this. Maybe another score trick right here. And then something like that. Yeah, so maybe something like this. And then we could put some large wall segments. Like that. Yeah, that looks good to me. And then what should we do next? Like I say, this planning mode thing is wonderful. And then we can come down here. We can put some drills. I just want to get the most out. Well, we can actually just use the pneumatic drills right away. Probably don't need the pneumatic drills, but hey, we're all about waste expenditure here. That should be fine for that one. And then probably need a big boy distributor. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably throw this right here. This will just come out. No, it can't come this side. It's got to come this side, right? And then we got to do probably something really stupid like this. Come to this one. Or I could just cross it right here. I don't have to do all this crazy stuff. What am I doing? What am I doing? Just probably come across like that. I'm gonna come up like this. Yeah, because this should go here like this, this. And then it comes up to like this. Actually, that should be fine like that. This will probably come up like this. And this one can come out like here, like here, here. This. Yeah, looks good to me. And then this one comes out like here, like this. This is our big, this is a small one. So this one should power 3 only, I think. That should be good. And then we can come up here. Waste some pneumatic drills, why not? And then put a router here. Like that. And that looks good to me. And just wait for it to build. Alright, building this up. Yeah, I never would have made that in time if I had to wait. I just love how it does that. Everything just snaps into place so fast like that. Oh no, this was supposed to be... Oh, so in planning mode. Interesting. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Sometimes in planning mode, sometimes it doesn't snap stuff correctly. There we go. Okay, that should be okay. There we go. It's fixed. I have fixed the error. And then next we have, I don't know if they have flying units on this map, so let's do some scatter. Because these scatters got quite the range on them, don't they? So we'll do something like that, maybe, for these scatters. These take scrap or lead. Excellent. Well, we have some scrap right here. Oh, Lord. So the annihilation imminent apparently means when the wave starts, it gets blown up. Oh, no. Well, hey, you know what? Doesn't matter. We can rebuild, and I'm just going to be sad about it. Oops. So we'll put some, oh, geez, I don't want to do that then. How close can I get to this before it decides that I'm too close and it must exterminate? Like, is that too far in? We'll let that build for a second while we debate on what to do with our failure. Probably something like this, and then this can come down this way to this one. Okay, so that should be fine now. So I was completely wrong. I made an oopsie doodle. But that's okay. Let's see. Okay, excellent. None of this got blowed up. Okie dokie. Well, let's try this again. Put some scorched turrets up. Probably like one here, since they decided to come that way. And then, I put a scatter turret there, and a scatter turret here, and a scatter turret there. Come this way. Oops, I'll go this way. And then this scatter can go up here like this. And this one can come down like this. And then we need some... Okie dokie. I don't think I need to do what I'm doing. I could probably just slap the combustion generators right on the outside. So let's see if I can. Can I do that? Yes, yes I can. Cool. And that's 1, 2, 3, 180, 360 plus 80. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And then we'll do, I don't know, something like this. Some, I don't know, batteries. And then power node. I should do it for that. And then we can put some arc. Okay, that should do it for that. And then we can get rid of this one maybe. Because we need, I want some more menders down here. Can I just, like, will this bridge to here like that? It does. Okay. Okay, that's kind of our scuffed defense, but that's what I'm going with. How far into the zone does it need to be to get destroyed? So we have this one that's cut in half, this one's at all the way in, this one's mostly in, this one's a bit more than halfway in, and we'll see if it gets blowed up. And if this does fail, we can always just pull our defense way back. But we will see how that goes right now. And in the meantime... Ooh, titanium conveyors. We get the new conveyors. Does this mean I get titanium if I deconstruct this? No, it doesn't seem like I do. Okay, so now we have dark sand. How do we make its counterpart light sand? A kiln. I just love how it does that, all that snappy stuff. Okay. So we don't have any more sand over here. So how do I grab sand? I just probably just throw a... Yeah, I just throw a drill on it. That should be enough. Oh, it just builds regular sand. Okay. We'll just come down here like this then. Okay, and that should be enough to start shunting all that stuff down. Once the backlog gets done. How's our defense looking? Looks okay. Well, that was certainly a rocky start to this mission, didn't it, huh? But it's a good thing the starting wave was just one dude. An exploder guy at that. That's quite a few dudes. Okay, so we lost... Oh, none of these got blown up. Huh. Yeah, this didn't get destroyed by the explosive. Interesting. Alright, whatever. We got sand now. This one has stopped. One, two, three, four, five. We'll just cut this one like right here. Oops. Whatever. We'll just fix this like this. Okay. So that should split it off pretty nicely. Now these should all drill at the regular speeds. If not, we can always flip this one to this one. I think that was the one outside of the range. Yeah, it was. Okay, so we don't care about that one. Okay, let's take a look at a research tree. What do we learn? What's new? Now, I don't see anything new we can do, but sometimes I'm pretty blind, so let's take a good look. We do have water. Can I drill water? No. Can't drill water. Do I have any new resources? Lead. Which is just the sand that I have. Lead, coal. Lead, copper, coal, coal, lead. No, it just seems to be lead, copper, and just the regular resources. Okay. So I assume I'll just use this map to make as much copper or graphite as I can. Guardian approaching intent. What? What's a guardian? Hello? I don't know what that is. That sounds scary. Alright, there we go. That's split up. Okay, this is just gonna come down this way. You over here. You're over here. Then you guys can come up this way. And then you come into a router. Oops. And then you guys come into a graphite press. Alright, sounds good. Okay, now we need to make all this stuff come. Okay, that's all connected. And then you guys come into a router as well. Into these graphite presses. And then you guys can come just like this. Downwards. Okie dokie. Then you guys are gonna do the same thing. Just go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Into a router, into graphite presses. I don't know if this will fit on there. I don't think so, so we're just gonna put it off of it just in case. This drill speed can come over here as well. These should be acceptable. We don't need the scrap right now, but I will build some drills for it just in case. There we go. And we'll do the same with the lead over here. It can go on this path over here. There we go. Everything's coming along well so far. Okay, this has hit the maximum it can build on these things. So we should probably build this across like this and then curve it around like that. Getting plenty of graphite now. Let's get some more copper. These can just come onto this. And if this gets confused, we can just do stuff like that. There we go. So now it should be equal distribution going into our thing. Let's grab some more iron. Or lead, excuse me. I keep calling it iron. Although, I've only called it iron once on this video. Just be aware that I always refer to it as iron in my head. Good enough. Five waves. I don't know what it is, so I'm kind of nervous. Production. I moved my mouse down here, like you can see the achievement pop up. I only capture my game window, and nothing else. But yes, I did just get an achievement for something called production. No idea what it is. And then lastly, I want some copper. Which can come over here like this. Oops. Should just be able to bridge conveyor, maybe. Wow, this bridge conveyor goes quite the distance, doesn't it? Oh, okay, it does 2 points of interest. Gotcha. Probably can just come across like this. And then come across like this. Well, messy as it is, it gets the job done, I believe. And if this doesn't like it, it can go on this router. Top tier planning. Top tier. It's pretty much everything I want. More lead. More lead, don't care about it. More copper. Is whatever. Okay, we have everything I need. Ooh, wow, they blew those up. How did I have this? Like that? I had one of these here. Yeah. In hindsight, I probably should have moved this defensive line further back. Well, it's too late for regret. Could always just do something silly like this. Because we can. And also, this allows me to go grab a water. I have grabbed my water. Sorry about that snapping sound. Was my, what do you call it, Mio or something like that? Trying to cut soda out of my diet. Alright, that's that. Rebuild that, rebuild that, rebuild that, rebuild that. That's not getting healed. It's just one of those things like maybe I'm about to get shut down really hard. So maybe I should do something like... I don't know, something like this. And maybe we just throw some turrets up here like this. I don't know. Looks good to me, I guess. Oh no. Well, not too much got blown up. What was here? One of these? I guess. Oh my goodness. Well, the Guardian's going down. I guess that was easier than I thought. It's a lot of fire. Well, I guess I didn't need to worry about this at all. That fire kind of spreads though, don't it? No, that's cool. Well, we captured the sector. Didn't have to worry about it too much because it was mostly exploded guys and a big floaty boss, which we had the scatter shot towers in place for. Aha, forward planning. And we have maxed out everything. Once again, our research tree. Oh, we actually have something new because we captured the zone. We unlocked a new tower here called Hail. Fire small shell at ground enemies over long distances. That must be a mortar. And now we have Kiln. Smelts glass and lead in a meta glass. Crushes sand, or excuse me, scrap into fine sand. Vaporizes any item or liquid it receives. I guess that makes slag? Melts down scrap into slag. Okay, I still have no idea. What's this do? I don't know what that's for. And then melter. See, so we can produce slag by using a melter to make scrap. Let's find out what this does real quick. Because I'm curious what it does. Alright, so we have this right here. Let's just do it right here. We'll make a router. Right here. Then we'll put it here. And this building will be a... Okay, what's this do? It has no power because I'm dumb. We're not worried about that. A melter. You probably take power too, don't you? Yes. Okay, do we have any... We do have some back here. So let's take some of this. Skirt all of these. And then we'll just bring this right over here into a combustion generator. And then we'll do a power node so it powers these right here. New content unlocked. It doesn't come out, does it? It doesn't. Okay, so how do I... What's the point of it? Okay, what's the pulverizer? The pulverizer did... The kiln does the melting of the... My brain hurts. What do we unlock? Oh, it's a liquid. So we probably need some sort of liquid transportation systems, my guess. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the other stuff here. So what else do we have? Pyrite. We don't have the... We do have sand. We can make pyrite. We have the kiln, which takes lead and sand. Outputs metaglass. We have the sand here. We have the lead here. So we can take some of this stuff away right now and do this. Actually, let's ignore that. Let's go over here and do it. This looks like we can actually just put these on both. Both on one. Yeah, it looks like it. We have plenty of resources to do so. We can convert right here. So let's divert right here. We have some sand we can divert. I want to make that building. And this looks like it needs some coal to power itself, which we have some right here. So let's go ahead and divert some of this. We'll make a combustion generator right here, and then put a power node right here. Now, something I didn't show, which I should have, is you can manually harvest resources yourself, and then offload them. Okay, so we got some metaglass. New content unlocked, it said. What do I unlock? Wave. Fires streams of liquid at enemies. Automatically extinguishes fire when supplied with water. Takes 1.3 metaglass to learn, which we don't have yet. Mechanical pump. Pumps and outputs liquids. Does not require power. Interesting. That takes 300 metaglass. Yeah, I wanna try this stuff. So whatever. We're gonna make the video go a bit longer. I mean, this mission's already over, but I don't care. So even though the mission's over, we can go to the next one. I want to discover what these things do because I am enjoying this game. So I want to see what the mechanical pump does. I want to see what the wave does, which we can't really use because it's not going to fire. But I do want the mechanical pump because I want to see what it unlocks if we... There's thorium. I want to see what it unlocks if we get water. Because there's something in here that was like, unlock water to do a thing. Or maybe it's just happy to get it. Maybe it comes down like this. I don't know. I do not know. So yeah, let's just find out. I will need more of this. So I want more. 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 We have lead. We have sand. Excellent. Let's do it right here. And then we'll come up like this. Come out like this. And then we'll just do some drills right here. Yeah, that seems good to me. And then it comes up like that, I guess. Sure. Then we'll do some kilns. Right. Like that. We'll do some... I don't want to do this. So I want to have this, this, and this be lead. So this will be my second one up here. This one will come over like this. Maybe. That's one too far over. By the way, there is an achievement for putting two of these together. This is like a router next to a router. You monster. But yeah. Then we'll probably have to put like a router here and then put one here or something. And this comes down like this. This comes like this. And then like that. Let's just undo this. I think I put them too close together. Probably should space them out a little bit, and that might help out my situation of this being horrifically ugly. Instead, let's try something like that. Maybe that'll be better. And then we'll do This can come this way. This one can come over here. So now this will come over here like this. This one can come down here like this. Oops. I put these a little further apart. That comes up here. Probably still too little space, but we'll deal with that in a moment. Okay, so let's do it like that. As you tell, I'm not very good at small builds. This one can like that. This is probably really painful for anybody watching. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll just do 3. Okay, so we'll just do it like that. And then not worry about it. Why do I have a junction here? We put a router right here, and then bring it down like this, and come this way like this. And this can come this way instead. And then we'd have some more kilns down here instead. And this one can come up this way, over here, like that. This can come over here like this. Yeah, sure, there we go. It took a moment, but I got there. Put a router here. Come out this way. Give you a combustion generator. How much power do these take anyway? I have no idea. And then we'll just do power node, power node, power node, power node. And then another combustion generator is probably going to go here. Then we'll do a router here. And that should give these plenty of power, yeah. Okay, so then we do our... This is the point where if I edited videos, I'd play the sound clip, yay, of that little kid saying yay. And then just come up here like this. Wow, it actually produces metaglass horrifically fast. What the heck? Okay, dang. Never mind. I gotta make this its own path. I didn't realize it went that fast. Good lord. So if we make a bridge like this, we can continue the bridge over here like this, I believe. And then this can come down this way instead, like this. Oops. This can come over here like this instead, and then this one comes over here like this. Okay, I think I got it all fixed. Man, those things produce metal glass so quickly. Well, I mean, granted, they probably had a huge stock of them, and that's why I did it so fast, quote unquote. But yeah, let's take a look at the research now. What can I do? What can I do? What can I get? The wave? No, 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 I don't want the wave. I want the pump. Mechanical pump, which unlocks a conduit, moves liquids forward, used in conjunction with pumps and other conduits. Liquid junction acts as a bridge for two. Okay. Liquid router. So some stuff is the stuff over there. Bridge conduit transports liquids over terrain or buildings. And we need more metaglass for it. But our metaglass is going up really quickly. Ah, this kind of stuff is just so addicting to me. I did not finish these. Yeah, this stuff is just so addicting. Well, hopefully everybody enjoyed my little struggle with the kilns. In the end, I got them. I got them. We need more lead, though, to them. We're not going to worry about that, are we? Mm, sure, we'll make this horrifically ugly. Let's do this. Bam. All right, solved that problem. I say, if you have like OCD on keeping stuff neat and tidy, this game's gonna be a nightmare for you. But that's fine. Okay, let's look at the research. Now we can get the bridge conduit, and that's the last of that. We do not have enough for this yet. None of this stuff is learned. I do want to pump some water. I want to see that happen. And then how are we gonna get it back through this mess right here? Oh, good lordy. Huh. Yeah, I didn't plan that out very well, but we're gonna go pump it anyway. So now we have a new thing over here, mechanical pump. So we can pump right next to this edge. This is 9 seconds. How much do these things take? Liquid router is 3 different directions. Bridge conduit, conduit, liquid junction. It moves 10 liquid units per second. So we only need one of these. This takes no power usage. Oh, you actually spill the water out? Can you destroy stuff with this? Like, if I do this here, will this destroy it? Is this only 0.9? It just does nothing. Okay. Don't worry, team. We'll figure out how to get this back to our base, because I want to know if I can store water in my base. Can I store water in my base? Just come straight down here, because we're going to use this for the water, if I can. Hmm. We'll just get rid of this. I don't care about this. Yeah, you don't matter. There we go. Okay, can I pump water into my core? Ah, it does fill up faster though if you do this. Sure. Probably can't handle all of it, but I don't care. We're just gonna do this stuff and see what happens. It's filling up nicely. Okay, I don't think your core can take water, so we don't have to worry about that. Hey, we're learning though, aren't we? Yes, we are. Uh-oh. What did I do? Uh-oh, what did I do? How'd I get metaglass on these? Oh, because this goes both ways. Oh. Oh no. It's fine, we can fix this. Okay, that should be the last of the metaglass on there. Gross. Dang, it's dark in this game. Okay. I believe I've fixed it. Now we'll fix this. Um, I don't remember what I was doing. What did I have here? Did I have a router here? And then I have a router here. Okay, was that it? Did I do it? Did I do good? Yay! I fixed it. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Cool. So now that we know that this water thing does not work, we can just delete the water segments. Which I shouldn't show this part, but we're gonna delete it all. And then we'll just put this back real quick. Like nothing ever happened. Hey, look at that. Nothing ever happened. Excellent. Okay. Now we can do our last research that I wanted to grab. Wave. Alright, and that's that. So now if we want to, we can go to the next map, which I won't do. But I do want to see what it looks like. So we'll go ahead and launch the next map. Ruinous Shores is the next one. What's it look like? Threat medium. Insufficient core resources. You need 3,200 lead to get there. Well, we have 3,200, so we just need to wait a moment and we'll get our lead. Okay, now we should have enough. Nope, we need 3,364. So we literally need max. There we go. We got plenty. I just want to see what it looks like. So what's this one look like? We get coal, lead, copper. Whole bunch of destroyed stuff on top of the scrap. More copper. More copper. We have regular sand. A whole water area for some water stuff. It looks like there's no new material here. Just sand and regular stuff with copper. But where's the enemy come from? 30 waves. Whoa. So where's the enemy come from? Does it show you on the map? Hang on, let's take a look. It does not show you on the map where they come from. Let's see. Okay, it seems like this is the spot they come from because it's bouncing me back. So you defend this area. Oh, you can't put stuff on the water, so they can probably fly over here if they're ships. So we can only defend right here. It looks like there's summoning. And I haven't encountered an area yet where there's two of them, so let's see if there's two. There's two. They have two zoning points, and they're both on the top of the copper deposits. What about over here? Do they come from over here at all? No, it doesn't seem like it. So it seems like those are the two spawn points for the map. Okay. What about this spot? Nope, so just those two. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll just see. Start the wave and let it destroy our core so we can go back to a different area. Yeah, they actually do the flyers. Cool. All right, then we'll just go back to the previous map after this gets destroyed, and I'll share my thoughts of the game. They're not very strong, are they? They're getting there. Look at them working at it. And you can get another wave while this wave is fighting. Okay, so we'll just go back to craters. And we'll just let this thing do its thing. Okay, so what are my thoughts on this game? I like this game quite a bit. It's such a small game that you could fit it on a mobile device because, like I said, it is on mobile. You can get it for free on itch.io, or you can pay for the Steam version, which does have like the workshop support with it. And honestly, with the content I've seen so far in this game, I do believe it is worth the price tag if you decide to pay for it. I like the aspect of like the Factorio style aspect where you have your conveyor belts, your little mining rigs, and you power stuff by feeding them with copper or electricity or coal. It's a very simple and intuitive setup, I believe, for this over here, because they do have the little question mark next to it. This feature right here, I think, makes the game a buy now, or at least a download now if you choose to get it for free. Is having a little help menu in your game instead of having to go to like a Wikipedia for it is just nice. Like this right here makes the game entirely worth it. I like the tech setup tree as well. How you have to research the stuff by having the materials required and then clicking on it. And then it tells you what you need in order to get the next series of item. It's like you, for example, produce pyrite and you get to discover what this is and make it. I think that's a nice touch. Actually, I could have made pyrite. I didn't do that. Oh well. I forgot about it. Don't blame me. I do enjoy how the enemy does try to take the shortest path or like the path of least resistance, so you can kind of plan ahead on how to defend against them. It would be nice. I do think they actually do have a research tutorial a little bit. It says like open the research tab, and then I don't think it really tells you anything past that. I can't quite remember. I did it all last night. I have a memory of a goldfish apparently. And the fast building system in the game where you just click 3-1 and then just zoom across like this, and your character just slaps all that stuff down super fast, and then you can deconstruct just as quick, makes the game super snappy to play, super fast to play. And as you saw, the game gets progressively more difficult the further you go in. Instead of being just like kind of the same difficulty all throughout, it does get harder and harder, which is what I look for in games like this. I know Factorio, the goal of the game is to make your factory and get your base factory stuff up as much as possible, and then you can just turn the bugs off if you want to. I really do enjoy the defense portion of the game. I haven't looked at the other game modes. Can we? I think save and quit goes all the way back to desktop. Let's find out. Actually, let's not find out because I don't know if it'll stop my video. But we'll find out towards the end. And it doesn't overwhelm you at the start. It does slowly kick you into it, and then as you can see, you get kind of this mess on the third map already. And I like that sort of thing. I like the slow burn intro where it eases you into it and then piles it on. And then losing doesn't even matter in this game because you can simply come back to the map with more resources, maybe more research tree unlocks, and try it again. And then you have knowledge of how to defend next time. Unlike other games where you lose and you have to restart the entire game, like haha, you lost and I get to start all over. This one gives you the redo button, and I do heavily appreciate that in these styles of games. Because not everybody is really good at this stuff. I mean, you saw how I struggled making these kilns over here. Like, I'm not very spatially good at placing things. That's probably the aphantasia at work, but we don't talk about that. And it's just really easy on the computer because I have all this stuff. I think I only had one hiccup in my frame rate, and my frames have been pretty stable 60, which is what I'm capping it at. I believe my regular frame rate with everything on high is, I want to say, like 110, 120, and that's also what it's capped at. I think it can go higher than that, but I just cap it at 120 or 60 usually. Even though I do have a 240 refresh rate monitor, but my graphics card's kind of getting older, so I don't think I can get up to 240 frames in a game. Besides, I don't want my fans to sound like jet engines. So all in all, should you get this game, if you love this style of game, yes, go grab it right away. Because one, you can get it for free if you don't have the money right now, and you can always give them the money on Steam later if you want to support the developer. Or you can get it on your mobile or tablet device if you want to as well. It behaves roughly the same, but it is a bit harder, like I said, because I have bigger thumbs and it's really hard for me to click stuff that's really small on my screen. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the game. Definitely would recommend this game. It is great, super enjoyable. All right, guys. Hopefully this long video is well approved. And let me know what you guys think about the game in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It would help my channel get noticed. That's all. See you guys next time. Bye bye.